Hey everyone, this is Walter and I'm back here with more posts and stories I found on Reddit. We're once again back here to talk about nice guys, who are men who talk about how nice they are. If they end up here, it's because their actions say otherwise. So let's just get into it with nice guys from Reddit. These posts come to us from Reddit nice guys. I don't like large crowds. I'm not looking for a Yankee. Southern women only. No liberals. Face piercings and tats are gross. I do not support BLM. The feminist movement has made you undateable. If you're from the West Coast, then go back. If you had kids out of wedlock and are in your 30s, good luck, hon. I put a lot of work into my life, and I know my worth. I'm not interested in leftovers. To the lovely ladies bragging about being strong and independent because you have a car and a place, stop. This is a dating site. 18 plus. Everyone on here should have a car and a place. You're an adult. I'm not sure what it says at the bottom. I feel like I also know this guy's worth. Shit has more value than this guy does. At least you can use shit for fertilizer. I mean, you can use him as fertilizer too, but it takes extra steps. Very true. Also, no liberals. He said no to pretty much everyone who isn't a gender-bent copy of him. It's always so attractive when they rant about what they hate instead of saying what they'd like. I feel like putting that you don't support BLM on your dating profile and just leaving it there is a pretty bad idea. It can kind of be taken multiple ways, so this is leaving it up to the reader to decide if he's just racist or not. And are women going to give him the benefit of the doubt? Doesn't sound like they have been. Why date? If a guy sends friend request, he is desperate. If a guy says hi, he is creep. If a guy is being polite, he is nice zoned. If a guy expresses his feelings, he is too dramatic. If a guy doesn't express his feelings, he is just playing with the girl. If a guy doesn't approach the girl second time because she was playing it hard the first time, he is dumb. If a guy approaches the girl second time, he is too creepy. If a guy is good with academics, he is nerd zoned. If a guy can't read her signals, he is stupid. If a guy does read her signals, he thinks too much and got carried away. If a guy asks her number, she says she already has a boyfriend. If he has good looks and physique, the girl is looking for someone more career-oriented, not as gym-obsessed. If a guy is using a dating app, he is just looking for a fling. If a guy approaches a pretty girl, he is going out of his league. If a guy is an introvert or shy, well, introverts never pursue women. If a guy is extrovert, he is a playboy. And of course, if a guy is too close to a girl, he is friend-zoned. I mean, he's only friend-zoned if he wants it to be more. And I've never heard of these other zones. I swear, being a man doesn't seem nearly as complicated to me as this guy makes it sound. I have never heard of the nice zone or nerd zone until I saw this post, LMAO. Even other incels probably would not accept these as real terms. Nah, these are people who have come up with such terms as wrist cell and gesture max. They'll probably adopt nice zone and nerd zone immediately. He forgot, if a guy makes a long list of why I'd bother dating for guys, it means he's extremely salty. This is literally just a list of the fears this guy has when he does each of these things. No idea why he's portraying it as a common part of the human condition though. Haha, this is obviously his own personal fears. This next guy is really good at talking himself out of a second date for no reason. Hey, I'm sorry I didn't message you earlier today, but I wanted to say I enjoyed our date yesterday. How did you feel about it? Oh yeah, I was wondering why you didn't message sooner. But I agree, it was very enjoyable. Would you like to see each other between Christmas and New Year's? I could take you to the restaurant you were talking about. I can't. I'm going to be at my parents' between Christmas and New Year's. Maybe sometime in January? I am going to be a little busy though. So you don't want to see each other anymore? No, that's not what I said at all. Well, it kinda seems that way. You expect me to believe that you aren't going out to party on New Year's? Not this year. Then why can't you see me in January? I literally said I can, I just said I'll be a little busy. Okay, well, you should make some time for yourself instead of work. If you spent time with me, you could relax more. This guy has no chill. Usually they hold it together longer than this, but he's just like, well, we've been on one date. Time to show her my abusive controlling side. That's not really time to myself then, is it? So you don't want to see me. If you are going to be so confirmational about it, I don't want to really. I literally paid for your diner, and this is the thanks I get. You should be thankful I spent the time getting to know you. Now you want to ditch me? What the fuck? I don't really know what to say to that. You could start by apologizing for wasting my time. Have fun whoring around on New Year's Eve. I guess I dodged a bullet here. I have no idea how you could possibly spin this into him being the one who dodged a bullet. Utterly absurd. So you aren't going to answer me? You're a waste of time, you know that? You better pay me back for the dinner, because this is ridiculous. I took you out to a nice diner that you said you enjoyed, and now you won't go on a second date with me. Fucking slut. You literally have no life, and you say that you are too busy to see me. You could have just told me straight up that you are busy all the time before I went on a date with you. Do you usually waste people's time and money? Whoring around for free food and attention? I can't believe I was actually considering settling down with a woman so old and so ugly. Girls over 21 are a waste of time. As if the bullet she dodged couldn't get any worse, he was thinking about marriage after one date. Yikes. I don't need to settle for an ugly duckling like you. Then stop texting me. Get a fucking life, dude. My like is better than yours, slut. I'm sorry. I should have been more understanding about your schedule. Sorry if you feel disrespected. You up? You're shitting me, that's how it ends? He didn't think this tantrum was a deal breaker? I'm not such an optimistic person. It's so funny how these guys think that they can just text, "I'm sorry," and everything will be okay, after burning bridges like that. I think I'd be too ashamed to talk to her again, even if she was willing. He even demanded the money for the meal back. What chivalry. Yep, I had an ex who was convinced I was cheating if I didn't message them between each class to let them know I was going to a class. When I have classes regularly, and they knew that. They weren't in school and couldn't seem to comprehend that I wasn't also sitting at my mom's house playing Skyrim. It was always, "You're not respecting my boundaries by not messaging me," when you know I get anxious, and not, "It's my job to learn to trust you and respect your time," like it should have been. Guys like this are dangerous. When I broke up with him, he texted all of our mutual friends, calling me abusive and said I was using everyone in my life. So, OP dodged a bullet. My ex and I had conversations almost exactly like that. I should cover stories like this sometime. They really piss me off. A few years ago, when I was on a dating app, I matched with a guy and was messaging with him on my break from work. I was apprenticing in welding, which is not phone-friendly, and locked my phone, evidently without closing the app, to get back to work after my break was over. Next break, when I opened up my phone, this dude had blown up my messages, accusing me of lying to him and still being on the app. Just all kinds of nasty stuff about how terrible women are, and he was only trying to give that app one more chance, but I proved to him that all women are the same, yada yada yada. I don't know if I've ever unmatched with someone quicker in my life. What is wrong with these guys? They just can't stop shooting themselves in the foot. Or stepping on rakes, I guess. Now let's read some Lucas posts. It amazes me how the hookup culture will discriminate a guy for his age, while sipping on alcohol, which is an aged product from Earth, which is an aged rock, orbiting an ancient sun that's 5 billion years old, in space, which is 13.8 billion years old, without which there's no oxygen to breathe bigotry into language, which is older than writing, which is itself thousands of years old. Yeah, lots of things you like are old, so obviously young women should date a man their father's age. He has tried this logic so many times that it never works. Not having a chick is enough to make anyone atheist. But you know what? Elves don't romp through the forest no matter how much puss or prayer a man gets. You can send me the holiday gift of money if you want. Cash App, King Daddy Telomerase. Heart react this post if you're a woman and want to fuck me. Come on, can I get a little love? What's the benefit of having a wife when a girlfriend would do? I think Lucas actually can't get married if he wants his benefits, so we don't have to worry about that too much. I just want someone to fuck every once in a while. If you want more than that, you're going to have to tell me, not just hang out in my Tinder queue saying nothing, dolls. Seriously, why do you never respond? I see he's still struggling with Tinder. Well, let's get back to Reddit Nice Guys. I've just gone back to my parents' house for Christmas. Yesterday was my birthday. Last week I got really drunk and left my coat at a pub, which yesterday I retrieved. My flatmate said to me, "Dean, you drink too much," and showed me a picture of me in that state. My mom then has a go at me for literally not drinking quite as much as before. I remember last July, I was at the Black Horse. There was a woman who got asked, "How's your love life?" She fake cried. I look at her and, the next week in my drunken mind, think, the next week I go there and I, after talking to her, think to myself, well, you're very overweight. It's no wonder no man will look at you. I then got barred from there until recently for taking off her shoe. I mean, really, she's upset because no man will look at her with her size, and then you get me, a man who very much looks after his body, shows her some attention? The owners there tried telling me I'm not allowed on the premises until further notice. Okay, she should go to prison for 6 months for being overweight then. Me and my friends always used to say when a woman walked past, rate 1 to 10. I still use the same principle now. If a woman doesn't have a great personality and doesn't look great, she's not a potential lifetime partner of mine. I have a previous flatmate of mine who's now a borderline alcoholic, and I think to myself, why are you doing that? You've got a job, a girlfriend, children, everything you've ever wanted, despite being incredibly overweight, and they still wanted you. For me, I have nothing. A job I think things will go alright for, no wife or children, and I've always maintained a good size. I, unlike my flatmate, have every reason to feel sorry for myself. Wow, this guy seems really proud of not being fat. Way to set the bar high there. I'm 31 years old as of yesterday. Despite always going to work and putting in extra hours I never got paid for, I thought to myself, well, things out to be okay in the end. Yeah, things are better, but I thought that 6 years ago. At what cost? 6 years of my life had passed, and I haven't really enjoyed my social life as a sacrifice of that. I remember 2 months ago I thought to myself, I'll go to the gym and cut out the after-work drinking. I have a much better body as a result, but what difference has it made to women? Fuck all. I may as well have carried on getting bladdered every night, if I knew me trying to do the right thing never made any difference. I had to be given a reason to continue what is perceived as the right thing. I, quite rightly, haven't paid my local gym for a good 9 months, as I expected that getting a better body would result in me getting more female attention, which hasn't happened. I've recently got into trouble for getting exceptionally drunk at a local nightclub one night and touching other women. A bloke later had a go at me and said, you made them feel uncomfortable and they were only 18. Hang on a second, I turned 31 yesterday and I never get any women giving me any attention. How the fucking hell do you think I feel? Was this person drinking when they wrote this? First half of the diatribe is a disturbing, confused mess. The second half is clearer, but the guy straight up admits to sexually assaulting others on Facebook of all places. What in the ever-loving hell is happening? The entitlement is off the charts. He thinks he has the right to remove a woman's shoe and also the right to touch, i.e. grope, very young women without their consent. His whining about not having any luck with the ladies at age 31 doesn't cut any ice with me. No matter how lonely, sad, or upset someone is, it doesn't give anyone the right to feel up other people or take their footwear off. Wow, it's almost as if working out and having a good body is unimportant when you have such an insufferable personality. Yes, according to the OP, this guy is open about his foot fetish, aren't they always? And it definitely had to do with him removing the woman's shoe. Creepy as hell. Let's read the context here on this next one. Context: at the time I was 15 years old. We had already met before on Discord. He was already an adult and had a girlfriend. I stopped talking to him after he said inappropriate things to me, and as the screenshots show, I recently started dating my first partner ever. Yeah, so it's a grooming situation. Yo, what do you want? To be friends again. And if I can't do that, then at least say sorry. I can't even use Discord anymore. My mom won't let me. I'm just so fucking happy today. I just started dating my crush. He even gave me gifts. He treated me so well. I'm happy for you, but can I get another chance? Hey, if I didn't know any better, I'd think he wasn't actually happy for her. This is great. First she mentions her mom not letting her do something, which should make an adult feel like they shouldn't be talking to her. And then she says she's in a relationship, but this guy ignores both of those things, of course. I don't know if you're saying this just to hurt me, but I know I messed up. I really don't want to hurt you again. I'm not really comfortable with you. I know, so you don't have to give me another chance, but I'm sorry. I broke up with girlfriend because of what I did to you. Well, it was part of the reason. I wanted to be single before I talked to you again, because I wanted to like you and not be weird. Because I did like you before. I just didn't know how to like you right. Wait, what? What do you mean? Good question. I like you a lot, so I waited till I could treat you respectfully. I guess I need someone IRL, buddy, pal, friend, bud. So it's a no. You won't even give me a chance to prove I can satisfy your happiness. Bro, I'm fucking dating. Fuck off, please. You are so lucky for not living in my city right now. I could call the fucking police for you. Wait, what? I'm not doing anything, I'm sorry. Look, if you don't want to talk to me anymore, I'll just unfollow you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be annoying. Dude, I'm not that desperate to be your friend that I'll be fine with you saying shit like that. You're going too far. Okay, see ya, boomer. Must be wild hearing me call a 20-year-old kid a boomer. This guy says he wants to be friends. I don't know about you, but I don't tell my friends that I like them repeatedly all the time. This guy's starting with the groomer talk. He'll probably be calling her a princess soon. But I think that is about all the time I have for you today. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you liked the video, please give it a like. If you have something to say, make sure you let me hear it in the comments. I'll be reading those while the video's new. And if you're new here, consider subscribing for more content like this. Big thanks also to my amazing patrons who help support me more directly over on Patreon. It's a big help. Well, it wasn't New Year's Eve when I started making this video, but I guess it is now. So Happy New Year's. I'll be back soon, next year, to make some more videos. Have a great day, everyone, and make sure you don't get nice zoned or nerd zoned.